Welcome to our April exhibit here at the Clayton Center. This month we are featuring 3 artists. We have Jim Hollenbeck from Raleigh. He does oils. Fiona J, who does acrylic abstracts, and Andrew Levengood, who does photography.
My name is Jim Hallenbeck. I grew up in upstate New York and went and got my art education degree at Florida International in Miami. My intention was to get a job teaching, but I was offered a job at IBM in December of 1999. 35 years later, I finally retired, and since then, I've really started to scratch an itch that I've had for 30 years. I've dedicated myself to art full-time since February 2015. Over that time, I've done about 105 paintings since then. I've been juried into 18 different shows, won 5 awards, and in the last couple of years I felt like, and especially over the last year after taking a few workshops, felt like I'm starting to come into my own. Standing here in front of the roast grill painting, I think it's number 12 in the series that I've done of 15 of local Raleigh landmarks. The Roast Grill is a place that just sells hot dogs in downtown Raleigh on West Street. It's been around for 40 years. And I'm just really interested in my hometown now of Raleigh since 1999, and was intrigued by the different colors of the Roast Grill. It's a light green, it was a sunny day, so I thought it played well with light and shadow, and which I think I've really felt and captured the architecture of the building, the oldness of the building, the quaintness of the building, and all the different colors that play inside the buildings. Usually I paint from photos that I take myself and bring them back into the studio. Some are plein air. I accentuate color. It's what I'm passionate about. I like to bring out the color in my paintings. It's really what my focus area is. It's been great to do this after a 35-year corporate career. It's great to be an artist and just free myself and relax and enjoy painting.
I'm Fiona J. I'm an abstract artist. I've professionally been painting for about 18 months, but I've really been painting my whole life. Both my kids are in college now, so decided to kind of try it out as a profession, and after my first one sold, I kind of got hooked. My technique, I pretty much just go in my studio and I whip out a few colors and I just turn the music on and just kind of play around until the canvas pretty much tells me where to go. And especially with this one took about 3.5 months to do. It started off actually darker, and then it just felt like it needed to be brighter, and my daughter calls it the Wizard of Oz painting. All of my paintings are actually named after song titles, because as soon as I know it's done, whatever song is playing, that's the name of the painting. So I usually just play my iPod, and usually the song kind of tends to dictate what colors get picked. So I think the only thing I plan on is what size I'm gonna do. So I may just be like, okay, I want to do a big one today, I want to do a small one, and then I'll just put it up on the wall. And if I can't pick any colors, I usually grab my daughter and I'm like, grab a color, and then I'll start with that, and it just goes from there. Kind of a little stressful because you always wonder what people think, but at the same time it's really exciting, and you kind of get an adrenaline rush, and I worked really hard, so it's kind of a sense of pride, kind of like when I sold my first painting. It was just this rush because I was like, wow, somebody paid me for something I took quite a bit of time to make, and it's great. Everybody likes to be recognized for hard work, so.
My name is Andrew Levengood. I am a professional photographer artist here in Clayton. I started doing photography professionally almost 10 years ago, but I have been doing photography for the better part of almost 20 years. My inspirations from it were actually motion picture, and seeing individual moments in film and trying to capture those moments as a still to tell the stories, what gave me the inspiration to begin as a photographer. So the photo that we're standing by her name is Jamie Deadly. She is a model out in Las Vegas, but I found her working as a beginning photographer and shooting some old Hollywood photography. And she needed a photographer that could replicate and represent the 1950s style of photography. I primarily shoot in the studio. I'm using about 1 or 2 lights, no more, to try and capture both the highlights and the darkness, but create the details and make the eyes pop. I think this is a good opportunity each month for individual artists and patrons of art to come and see the various different styles that we have here at the Clayton Center, because art is such an expressionist field with many different realms of expression, photography just being one of them. But I'm very happy today to be here to show off my style of artistic expression.
So this year we're really excited to present the 4th annual Public Art Sculpture Trail People's Choice Award to Jordan Farah. So, congratulations.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Because you're amazing and your work is phenomenal. And your work evokes emotion, and your work brings perfect strangers together, and your work inspires school children to write stories about what they see. It's just amazing. We can't thank you enough for what you do in your willingness to participate with the Town of Clayton. And I'm excited to present to you a fabulous check and a real one on the back, okay?
I'm very excited to have won the People's Choice Award, and I want to thank everyone for supporting me and my work. I feel very privileged to be exhibiting with all these other great sculptors. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Town of Clayton for supporting the arts and creating such a diverse selection of sculptures. And I hope that the community can take their own view from my sculptures and can put their own interpretation on my pieces and relate to them in a positive way.
Next month, we will be having a special exhibit. Our reception will be May 4th, and we will have artwork by Clayton High School art students. In addition to that, we will have our Paint the Town competition. These are paintings that people have submitted featuring iconic views of Clayton. On May 4th, we will be awarding $1,000 in prizes. So you won't want to miss it. Hope to see you there.